Your brain looks at write the report, apply for jobs, start the fitness journey, and it instantly catalogs all the effort, time, and potential for frustration. It's like your mental computer freezes because you've asked it to run a million calculations at once. So it does the logical thing. It suggests a distraction, a little hit of dopamine, a scroll, a snack, a different, easier task to avoid that discomfort. But what if we could trick that brain of yours? What if we could make the start button so small, so non-threatening, that clicking it becomes automatic? That's the procrastination paradox. The mightier the task feels, the smaller your first move should be. Today, I'm going to walk you through a simple 3-part engine to break the paradox. Consider this your starter pack for becoming someone who just begins. First, we have the ignition switch. This is the 5-second rule that bridges the gap between thinking and doing. It's the physical push that gets you out of your chair. Second is the micro-task transformer. This is how we take that scary, giant blob and shrink it down into something your brain won't scream at. We're going to make your first action so small it's almost impossible to say no to. And third is the pleasure pairing gear. This is the secret sauce for making the process itself more attractive than the distraction. We're going to hack your reward system. These 3 parts work together. You don't need to be a productivity robot to use them. You just need to be willing to try something that feels a little too simple to work. Ready to see how it works? Let's start with the moment of truth. You're sitting there. You know you should open that document, put on those running shoes, start those dishes, and a voice says, "I'll do it in 10 minutes." That's your hesitation brain. It's a master negotiator. Mel Robbins' 5-second rule is the ultimate interruption to that negotiation. The science is simple. You have a tiny window, about 5 seconds, between an impulse to act and your brain killing it with excuses. Your job is to act in that window. The rule is insane in its simplicity. The moment you feel the instinct to do that thing you're putting off, you count backwards, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you physically move. Why backwards? It focuses your mind. It's a launch sequence. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 acts like a brain interrupt. It breaks your pattern of habitual hesitation. You're not thinking about how you'll do the whole task. You're just executing a launch command to get your body moving. Seriously, try it with me right now for something tiny. Is there a water glass on your desk that should go to the kitchen? A pen to put away? Feel the thought. Now, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Physically get up and do it. See? You just proved the paradox. You didn't feel motivated to move that glass, but you started, and the action itself is now complete. That's the ignition. It's not about the task, it's about breaking the state of paralysis. Okay, you're ignited. You're out of your chair. Now what? If you look directly at the giant task, you might just sit back down. This is where 99% of systems fail. They tell you to just start, but starting a marathon is still terrifying. We need to transform the start. Your first action should be so microscopically small, so trivial that it feels ridiculous not to do it. Your brain resists write the 10-page report. It will barely notice open a new document and name it report draft. It scoffs at clean the entire garage. It will shrug at put these 5 tools back on the shelf. This is called the 2-minute rule from David Allen, but I like to call it the just one brick principle. You're not building the whole wall. You're just laying one single, easy brick. Your quick win here is take your current most procrastinated task right now and define the absolute smallest first physical action. Not work on taxes. That's find the login for the tax website. Not plan my career. That's open a note and write career ideas at the top. Write that micro task down. Feel how non-threatening it is. That's your target. The ignition switch, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, gets you moving. The micro task is where you move. Now for the magic that makes this stick. We've wired our brains to see the task as a threat, discomfort, and procrastination as a reward, comfort, or escape. What if we could attach a little reward directly to the action of starting? This is pleasure pairing. You only get to enjoy a specific delightful thing while or immediately after you do your micro task. Examples. I only get to listen to my absolute favorite podcast while I'm doing the dishes or going for that walk. I get to make that fancy coffee I love, but only after I've written the first 3 sentences of that email. I can scroll Instagram for 10 minutes, but only after I've spent 10 minutes organizing my desk. You're not bribing yourself with a huge reward at the end of the long road. You're sprinkling a little pleasure into the path itself. You're hacking your reward system to associate the start of the task with a hit of dopamine. The goal isn't to finish the task in one heroic sprint. The goal is to prove to yourself over and over that starting is safe, simple, and even has little perks. You're building evidence against your brain's lie that the task is a monster. You're not fighting a war with willpower. You're conducting a peaceful, clever coup on your own habits. So, the next time you feel that freeze, that urge to scroll just a little longer, remember the procrastination paradox. Don't wait to feel ready. Get ready by starting infinitesimally small. You challenge for the next 24 hours. Pick one thing you've been putting off. Define its microtask, pair it with a tiny pleasure, and the moment you think of it, launch your ignition sequence. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Place that first brick. Let me know in the comments what your one brick is going to be. Saying it out loud makes it real. And if this reframe helped you, if that paradox finally clicked, do me a favor, hit that like button. It's a tiny microtask that tells the YouTube algorithm this video is worth sharing. And subscribe to Insight Engine for more ways to turn overwhelming complexity into simple, actionable steps. Remember, complexity simplified, motivation ignited. You've got this. We'll see you in the next one.